The merchant, the Jain monk, and the barber. In North India, there was a town called Patliputra. A merchant named Manibhadra lived there. He was a kind and charitable man who liked to help other people, but he was overtaken by bad luck and lost his entire fortune. As a result, the townspeople no longer respected him or held him in high esteem as before. Manibhadra grew utterly dejected. One night, as he lay in bed, he grew so depressed that he thought, what is the good of leading such a useless life? It's better that I fast and starve myself to death. So, thinking, he dropped off to sleep. Then a Jain monk appeared in his dream and said, Manibhadra, don't worry. I am wealth. Tomorrow morning I shall come to your house in this very form. Strike me on the head with a stick, and I shall turn into gold. After this you will never be poor again. Early next morning, when the merchant woke up, his head was spinning. The memory of the previous night's dream haunted him. He thought, I wonder, will this dream come true or not? Very likely it won't. I probably had this dream because my thoughts were preoccupied with money. Now, Manibhadra's wife had called in a barber that morning to anoint her sore feet and to paint them with mehndi. Just after his arrival, a Jain monk too appeared in the doorway. He was a spitting image of the one that the merchant had seen in his dream. When the merchant saw him, he was delighted and immediately struck him on his head with a stout stick that happened to be handy. The monk fell to the ground and turned into a pile of gold. Manibhadra picked up the gold and quietly hid it in a secluded room of the house. However, the barber had witnessed this entire occurrence. So Manibhadra bribed the barber by giving him lots of money and clothes and made him promise never to tell anyone what he had seen. When the barber reached home, he thought, well, if these Jain monks turn to gold when hit on the head, why shouldn't I invite a few of them to my house? He spent the whole night thinking about this. The next morning, he got ready quickly and went over to the Jain temple. He prayed and worshipped there. When he had finished, the barber went over to the chief monk. He knelt down on the ground with folded hands and said, Muni, I bow before you and implore you, when you go out for alms today, please come and dine at my house and bring the other monks with you. My good disciple, said the monk, we will surely visit your home for a few minutes. The happy barber went home and stacked some stumps of wood by the door, ready to club the monks. As soon as the monks entered the barber's house, he locked the doors firmly from inside and began to beat them on their heads with the sticks. Some fell down dead, a few had their heads smashed on, whilst the others screamed for help. When the chief watchman of the town heard their cries, he ordered his men to find out what the noise was all about. The watchmen went to investigate, and they saw the monks rushing out of the barber's house, blood streaming out of their wounds. What happened? They asked the terrified monks, and the monks told them what the barber had done. The watchmen arrested the barber at once and took him and the wounded monks to the court of law. In court, the judge asked the barber, why did you commit this wicked crime? It wasn't my fault, he lamented. I saw a merchant do it, or I thought I too would try. And he told them all that he had witnessed at Manibhadra's house. The judges immediately ordered the merchant to appear before them and asked him, have you been killing any Jain monks? The merchant told them in detail all about the monk in his dream. The judges said, let this wicked barber, who blindly imitated the merchant without thinking of the consequences, be put to death. The very next day, the barber was hanged.